Hello friends, today we'll be discussing about how to write a simple C program using Turbo C++ or Boolean C++ editor. So first of all, how we can get these tools? So for that you can go to Google and then you can type Turbo C++ download for Windows 7 and accordingly if you want 32-bit, if you want 64-bit, accordingly you can uh, open the link, and once you open that particular link you can download that tool from that. After getting that tool you are supposed to install it, and once you install you will be getting this type of icon on your screen. That is, I'm using Turbo C++ editor, so I will be getting this type of icon available with me. So I'll double click on this, so it will open my Turbo C++. I need to click on Start Turbo C++. Ultimately my Turbo C++ editor will be open. Now if I need to write a new program, what I can do, I can click on File menu, then I can click on New. So I'll be getting this type of screen. Now if I press F5, so my screen gets full screen. Now during the lecture session we have discussed that there are 6 different sections available in the structure of C program. But out of these 6 sections, 2 sections which are very important and it is mandatory to write. So for that we need to write those 2 sections here. The first section was link section. So we'll be writing link section. So in link section, what we'll be doing, header files will be incorporated. So here we'll be adding more or less in C program, we'll be adding 2 header file. One is stdio.h and another header file is conio.h. So how to add the header files in it? So you can see here that hash is to be written, then include keyword we are writing, and then in angular brackets we'll be writing stdio.h. Now in stdio, what is the meaning of std? Std stands for standard and io stands for input output. Okay, so all the operations, all the user predefined functions related to standard input output, means taking input and giving output, will be available with stdio.h header file. And the second one is conio.h. So here con stands for console. Console is the screen. Suppose I want to make you aware with console. When I press Alt F5, so you can see this type of screen. This is the black screen through which we can able to give the input and where we can able to see the output. So this particular black screen is known as console. So all the operations or all the predefined functions related to console is available in this particular header file conio.h, that is console input output.h. After doing this, we'll be working on the main section. So here we'll be writing, sorry, this is my main section or the main function. So in main function we'll be writing void main. Now why it is written as void, that will be discussing later on. But main function is very important and it contains 2 different parts. One is the declaration of variables, and the second part is the logic. Logic means how we write the code, or we can say how we perform the operation. Okay, now here this program will be writing for finding area. So what is the equation of area? We know that equation of area of circle is 3.14 into radius into radius, pi r square. We know the equation. So we have converted that equation into the form which we can write in our computer. So here from this equation you can see Okay, what are the different variables we need in this program? Now you might have doubt that what you mean by variables. So just to make you aware with the variables, I will give one very simple example. Whenever we are going for purchasing sweets, then the shopkeeper gives us sweets in a box, right? So a box contains sweet within it. Likewise, when we need to get the value from user wants to give some value like 10, 20, 50, 500, 5000. Different values can be given by user to this program. So when we are taking values from user, those values should be put inside the box, and technically this particular box is known as the variable. So I hope you understood. So here if you look at this equation, in this equation you need how many variables? You need two variables. So one variable is the area, another variable is r. R is the radius, the value of which will be entered by user, and the another variable is area, in which it will store the result of performance or result of multiplication of 3.14 into the radius. So in total, or we can say in conclusion, that after looking at this equation, we can say that in our program we need two variables. One is radius and another one is area. So I am declaring variables here. I am writing r, I am writing area. Now what is this? That area is the name of variable, fine. R is the name of variable, fine. But these variables are of float type. We'll be discussing more on data types in the later on. But float means what? Float means it stores incomplete number. Incomplete number means 12.34, 56.78, like incomplete number. So why I have taken float data type here? So you can look at the equation. In equation it is 3.14. So if we multiply any value with 3.14, there are high chance that we'll be getting value which is in floating point or which is incomplete number. So to preserve that floating point values properly, we have taken here float data type. So float data type, the meaning of float data type is these two are the boxes of float type. Float type means this R and area, both variables can able to store incomplete numbers. Any number which is incomplete also, like it can able to store 10, but it can also store 10.45. So that's why we have taken this. So according to our requirement, we can able to take the data type. Now next, now if you want to compute the area, what we want the value of r, but right now we have just declared the variable, we have just declared this variable r, but we don't have the value of r. So how to get the value of r? We are taking the value of r from user. So first of all, we are just printing one message for user, that please enter the value of r, or you can write radius also, whatever you want to write you can write. So printf is a function which prints data on screen. Okay, it prints data on screen. Now this message will be printed, it will be seen to you, like user can see that message and user will enter the data. So whatever the data entered by user, that should be stored in the program. So for that there is a function scanf %f comma %r. What do you mean by this? So see, here we are scanning the value of r. You can see this, we are the scanning, or we are asking user to enter the value of r. Now if you look at here, that r is of which type? Float type. So since it is of float type, we will be writing percentage f here. We have written percentage f here. Okay. Now you might have question in your mind that what is the meaning of ampersand? So the meaning of ampersand is whatever the value entered by user should be given to R. So ampersand, the meaning of ampersand is address. It shows or it demonstrates address operator. So the interpretation of this statement can be like this. The value entered by user will be stored on address of R. So I hope you are clear. Again I repeat, value entered by user will be stored on address of R. That's why we have written ampersand here. Ampersand means address operator. So now in this equation we have 3.14 with us. It is a clear cut value. And now we have the value of R with us. User has entered the value. So now we will be writing the actual logic, actual equation. So area equals to, we directly write 3.14 into R into R. Okay. So the value of R which we will be getting from this statement, and after that the multiplication of all three entities will be done, and resulting value will be stored in this variable named as area. Fine. Now we need to print this result. The answer is to be shown to the user. So for that we will be writing printf. We will be writing area is percentage f and area. What is the meaning? So percentage f I have written because I want to print the value of r. Okay, value of area. So answer is there with this area variable, so that I am printing the value of area. But area is of which type? Float type. So that I need to write percentage f. Okay. Now you have doubt that why you have not written address operator here, because we don't want to print the address of area, we want to print the value of area. If I write address, if I write ampersand over there, the meaning is what? Address of area. But we don't want to print address of area, we want to print value of area variable. Okay, so that we have not written ampersand here. Finally, we'll be writing getch to pause the screen or pause the console so that we can able to see the output. It is not like that we cannot able to execute the code without getch. No, it is not true. We can able to execute the code. We are also getting the output without writing getch. But the meaning of getch is what? Pausing the screen or pausing the console so that we can able to see the output properly. If you don't write getch, what will happen? The output will be generated and it will be disappear. Console will be disappeared within very minimal time. So we cannot able to see the output. So we need to pause the console so that we can able to see the output. I will show that how or what is the effect of writing getch. Okay. So this is our program. Now what to do? After this we need to compile our code. So first of all we save this code. So to save our code, what we can do, we can directly press F2, or you can go to file menu and save. Now here I will be writing first program.c. Why .c? Because our extension is .c. We are writing C program, right? Then we need to compile our code. Compile means checking for the errors. Okay, so for that, Alter plus C, or you can directly press compile and compile. You can see there is no error, no warning. And to run the code or execute the code, we can press Alter plus R here, or you can click here run and click on run. Or if you want to compile and run in a single click, so you can press Control plus F9. You can press Control plus F9. So I'm right now pressing Control plus F9. So compilation and execution will be done sequentially, and we can able to see the output on the screen. So I'm pressing Control F9 now. So you can see the output. So message is printed. Please enter the value of R. Now I am entering the value of radius equals to 5, and I am pressing enter. So yeah, here you can see area is 78.50. Why? Because it is 3.14 into 5 into 5. So we will be getting this answer on the screen. Again I press enter, so I will get back to my editor. Now we just check out, if we don't write getch, what will happen? Don't we get output? Yes. But before that, here I will be writing one another function, that is CLR SCR, that is clear screen. Clear screen means what? Right now, if you press F5, this output is already printed on the console. So what it does, when I write clear screen, it will remove or it will erase the previous output and it will write the fresh output on the screen. Otherwise, what will happen? It will print the fresh output. I will just make you aware with that. If I don't write clear screen and I and not return get ch, now I am pressing Control F9. Then see, the previous output is also there, and along with that my new values appended over there. So if I'm writing the value of radius 10, then I will be getting answer. But see, you cannot able to see the answer. Why? Because your console disappears very quickly, so you cannot able to see the answer. But now if you want to see the answer, then what we need to do? Again we need to see the console. So how to see the console? So console, for that I can write, to see the console, we can press Alter plus F5. So I am pressing Alter F5. So here your answer is there. It is not like that you have not written get ch, so your program doesn't get executed. No, it is executed and you are also getting answer, but your screen disappears so quickly you cannot able to see the output. Now I will just uncomment this clear screen and I will uncomment get ch. So now you just see the difference. What will happen? When I run the code, the previous output will be erased and the fresh we can see. This is the fresh value we can see. Now if I enter 7, so I will be getting answer. Correct? So I hope you understood this code, and thank you for joining this video.